Hello traders, good day to you all. My name is Christopher Glen. Today is the 17th of July 2014 and this is a daily market review for the current market status. According to announcements, we had a bit of liquidity yesterday from the Canadian market, and after that we had a press conference and Glen gave some strength to the dollar, indicating that she's going to raise the interest rate sooner than predicted at the beginning of several weeks ago, when she said that it'll take some time until we'll raise the interest rate, but as an outcome of confidence that we can see on behalf of the US market, she's going to raise the interest rate sooner. It happened over here, and the testimony at 3 p.m. back on Tuesday and Wednesday. As I said, we had several announcements regarding the pound. The pound is still one of the strongest currencies in the market. After that, we had several announcements regarding the Canadian dollar and US dollar. Generally, we can see that the dollar is losing strength today because of the building permits, which showed a negative example, indicating that at the moment we've got great potential to see a bit of weakness, or something like fluctuation level around the US dollar's value. We received another bad announcement and another good announcement regarding the unemployment claims in the United States. So we can't see a significant downtrend movement or an uptrend movement on the dollar index. Tell you that the dollar index dropped down a bit, but later we've got another index indication regarding the manufacturing indication, again on behalf of the US market, something like an hour and a half from now. That will definitely dictate the movement of the dollar for the continuance until the end of this time frame, until the end of the trading session in the US market. Tomorrow, as I said at the beginning of the week, that's Friday, we've got a good potential for liquidity in front of other markets, in front of other Fridays. The core CPI in Canada and wholesale sales in Canada as well. After that, at 2:55, we've got another announcement regarding the US dollar. That will definitely close the week. But I will wait a bit until we'll receive the indication over here at 3 p.m. Just so that I'll gain a bit more confidence regarding the condition of the dollar in the market. Let's go and see the dollar index itself. So as I said, let's go through a daily chart at the beginning. I've been talking about the structure for a while. I said that we've received an impulse movement dropping down, and we've received an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave potential. Now, still, if we'll continue higher, then we're in the third wave of another impulse wave of an uptrend. But at the moment, it seems like we're blocked over here, and my assumption is that we won't see a significant movement beyond that area for the uptrend. Let's look at the lower time frame, 1 hour. We can see again that since this morning we've received upward and downward movement around the same levels, indicating that the market waited for this announcement, the announcements that we received regarding the dollar. At the moment, we've got no directional movement, which just the market is bouncing backward and forward, and we will need to wait a bit more and see what will come from the announcement later. So in terms of strength and weakness, we can say that the New Zealand is one of the weakest currencies that we've got in the market, just as the Swiss franc and the euro. The European area, the dollar itself is expressing a bit of weakness at the moment in terms of the 15-minute chart, small time frame. So generally, the New Zealand, the Swiss franc, the dollar, and the euro are the weakest currencies. Tell you that the Canadian dollar is not reflecting any kind of potential, whether for an uptrend stronger or a downtrend weaker Canadian dollar, while the Australian dollar is one of the strongest currencies, and we can see that the pound changed its aspect for the past, from the beginning of the day. At the moment, it seems like a very weak currency, and we can use the weakness, not like my prediction at the beginning of this session. The gold itself is not really reflecting any kind of potential at the moment. We will need to wait a bit more and see what will come from the dollar itself, but I believe that the gold is dropping. It's on its way down toward the $1,100 for an ounce. Let's go and see other potential charts. Let's first begin with the commodities. So on the silver, for example, we can see that we had a nice downtrend movement, liquidized impulse movement, and right now we're fluctuating around the same levels, forming a corrective pattern. I'm not expecting to see a significant impulse movement dropping down or climbing higher at the moment because of the condition regarding the dollar. And again, we saw that we already have weakness on behalf of the European session, the euro, the Swiss franc, and even the pound joined the aspect. But at the moment, we've got no guarantee that this condition will continue. And we can see that the gold and the silver precious metals are expressing a sideways corrective pattern, not an impulse movement toward a specific direction, and just have to wait and see what will come up from the dollar, because we can't really make an analysis according to that. Beside that, on a larger time frame, I see a potential to continue lower, as I said, on the gold and silver both. The dollar versus the Turkish reached the potential of completion here on this corrective pattern, an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave climbing up. Great potential to see a downtrend movement. Let's analyze this chart on the longer time frame. On 1 hour chart, we can see again that we've reached some sort of fluctuation level below this area over here, and a cross and a close beyond that will continue lower. At the moment, again, the market is still waiting to receive a bit more information regarding the dollar. But we can see again that in terms of structure, for example, let's take the pound versus the US dollar. In terms of structure for the close period until the end of the week, approximately that time frame is suitable. Then this impulse movement and this ABC corrective pattern is showing an indication for a stronger pound in the market and a weaker dollar in the market, just to complete the structure down. I'm saying it because when we received this downtrend movement, we've got approximately the same proportion as the first downtrend movement, and beside that, the downtrend movement wasn't forming an impulse movement, but a continuance of a corrective pattern. Therefore, the assumption is that we will see the pound gaining a bit more strength in the market, while the dollar will lose a bit strength in the market. As I said, in front of the dollar index, I'm expecting to see fluctuation levels, but maybe the pound itself is in a potential to gain strength in the market, and we will see this chart climbing higher over here. Now, once it will happen, I'm not expecting that in front of the dollar, because the dollar is not the weakest currency in the market. But other charts, it depends on the condition. Once we'll cross the trend line, then the dollar will lose strength, the pound will gain strength, and we can express the strength of the pound in front of other weaker assets in the market. I'm always trying to reflect strength and weakness in front of less dominant currencies, because then you can rely on longer, smoother movements and not really just continue fighting or having combat between two different markets that will reflect several issues along the way. I'd like to wish you all the best with your trades. Have a pleasant day, and bye bye.